Hi, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We're going to get started in a little bit. I'm going to give a couple minutes for everyone uh, to join up, and we'll get started in a few minutes. Welcome to the webinar. I'm really excited to be able to present to you guys today. So just give me a couple minutes and we'll get started. If you're joining now, I'm just going to get started in a couple minutes. We're just waiting for some people to jump on. So just be patient. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Hi, everyone. My name is Deep Patel. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Gigawatt. We're based out of Fullerton, California, and we've been around since 2006. Thank you for joining the webinar today. I'm going to give you a little bit of background of our company, who we are, and what mission we're on. So let's get started. So before we get into the content of the webinar, we have filed a Form C with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and you can actually invest with us on Start Engine. That's startengine.com. And you can read our Form C there and any other information about our opportunity to invest in us. And we are currently live at $2 a share at a $40 million valuation. So after this webinar, we'll be sending a link and you can learn more and do your due diligence on Start Engine. This is being all done through Start Engine. So let's get into the webinar. So my name's Deep Patel, and I'm the founder and CEO of the company. And this story is 19 years in the making. And over the 19 years, I've pretty much done every job at this company, from cleaning the bathrooms to installing solar panels, operating the forklift in the warehouse, accounting systems. I've traveled all around the world visiting solar panel factories and battery factories, and even done lobbying on the federal level, including the White House, Congress, and even Sacramento. So I'm a skilled operator in this business, and I just know every nook and cranny of how to run a solar and battery storage business in the United States. The story of solar and storage actually goes far beyond when I started. One of the biggest breakthroughs was in 1954. Bell Labs made the first silicon solar cell, and this is a an article from the Popular Science magazine. And as you can see here, the new Bell solar battery converts sun's rays into electricity. So the scientists at Bell Labs had thought this technology was going to change the world, and they believed every American would have a solar panel and a battery in their yard to power their homes. And we've come a long way since then because finally we're at a time where this makes more sense than ever. And one of those reasons is because grid power is just getting more expensive. Look at this 40-year trend of rising rates across America. We believe health insurance is going to become, the electric rates are going to become like the next health insurance crisis. And as you can see here, the inflation rate has just been surging after 2020. So more people than ever are searching for energy independence now. And the grid is just becoming more expensive and unreliable. And that's because our utilities haven't been reinvesting in the grid, and it's just aging and overloaded. And then there's been climate-driven weather events that have really rocked the grid. And these fires have created liabilities for the utilities that they're paying out to victims, and that actually raises electric rates. And then the final reason is AI has just consuming the grid. It's just using energy like no one ever has. And the supply and demand for electrons is getting tight. So kWh prices or energy prices are just going to continue to go up and up, we believe. And the traditional solar and storage industry hasn't really done a great job in delivering affordable solutions to the end users. And there's just a lot of different middlemen and markups and sales groups and finance companies before the product gets to the end customer. So there's several layers of markup and cost inefficiencies that get baked into the end price for a customer. So we've pioneered something called the Do It Your Way solar and storage system. And how we do this is we develop a full kit, a solar and battery storage kit, and we assemble it for our customers and ship it to their site. And the customer could either install it on their own, or they can get some help through the contractor they know or trust, or even hire a local installer that we refer them to. And that allows them to cut out all the different middlemen and get solar and battery storage at the most affordable price. And we're doing this through a platform and through multiple brands, such as Unbound Solar, which is a website that generates opportunities for solar and storage projects. And we're able to do a remote consultation for them and provide them a solution. And then Real Goods, which is a proprietary product line of inverters and batteries and software. So we can actually make our own hardware and software and pass those savings on to our customers. And as well as Planet PlanSets, which is an engineering company that generates plans and interconnection services so our clients can get all the way through to the end and turn their system on. And our legacy goes back all the way till 1978 when Real Goods was first started, and to all the way till now. So along the way, I've been able to acquire some of my competitors. I've acquired the Real Goods brand, which was established in 1978. And today I have all of these brands and all of this opportunity to go where we're going next. And where we're going is we're developing our own hardware, inverters, batteries, hubs, and solar panels. And we're able to meet the client's expectations on what they're looking for, give them better performance, and basically give them a seamless customer experience and even more savings than the traditional way of doing this. So our flagship solution is people purchase DIY solar and battery storage kits from us. And what we do is package everything together and provide them an entire solution. So it's for people who just want simplicity and support. And we provide our customers all the support they need to be able to turn this on. And our secret sauce is really where we shine, and we're creating very user-friendly software that basically tracks the entire customer journey from beginning to end and can get our customers online faster than the competition and have a support engine afterwards where they can get the most out of the investment that they made. So we have a fully integrated hardware and software platform. And why would people do this? Why would people buy their own kit and either install it on their own or hire an installer to do it? Strictly economics. So if you went to a traditional solar and storage company, the average cost, you're going to pay about $4.33 a watt. If you did it yourself and just bought the kit, it would be approximately $1.76 a watt. And if you bought the kit, bought our support services, and hired a local installer, you'd pay $2.76 a watt. So as you can see, we cut out all of the middlemen and are able to pass on significant savings to our customers. The types of customers that buy from us are DIYers, professionals, and home builders. DIYers often come in two buckets of people. One, they're tradespeople that can actually buy our kit and our support services and do the whole installation on their own. And there's a DIYer that's kind of a project manager, I would say. And they buy our kit and our support services, and they do either part of the work on their own or they do hire it all out to a local installer. And then we have professionals who are contractors. These are electricians, HVAC, roofing contractors that have a job for their client and they don't really know too much about solar and battery storage. And they partner with us to be able to deliver a successful project to their client. And the last bucket of customers are home builders. And these customers are under a mandate in California. If you build a new home, you have to put a minimum amount of solar on it. And we help these home builders become compliant with the California mandate. And these are our three types of customer base, and it's very similar to the people that shop at Home Depot. We have a lot of crossover with Home Depot's audience. So we are in a massive market. If we just carved out the US residential and light commercial solar and storage market, it's over $25 billion and accelerating. And the market's extremely fragmented. Even though there's a lot of competition, no one's just doing it great. So there's a massive opportunity to take this highly fragmented industry, vertically integrate it, and provide a seamless customer experience. And we've already done over $64 million in revenue since 2019, all without outside capital. And if you go back to when we first started, even more revenue since then. So we are proven and we've been generating revenue and we've been increasing our gross margins to approximately 32%. I've acquired some of my competitors' assets over the years, and we have, a multi-million-dollar backlog, about $1.6 million in backlog, where customers have signed up, put a deposit down, and are somewhere in the process of getting approval so they can take the delivery of their solar and battery storage kit. So we just have very strong traction in this market. And this is not a theory, it's a business. And what we want to do is continue to scale our business and increase our gross margins from 32% to 40% by bringing in our own hardware direct from the factory, and then continuing to sell plans and interconnection service packages, support packages to our clients, where we're actually making more margin, 60% plus. And then after we receive our funding, we can add in support services where we can gain high margin recurring revenue for premium support and even virtual power plant and smart home services that will allow us to even gain more scalable and recurring revenue. So we want to continue to increase our hardware business, but then also provide support and software as ways we make money in the future. And we are projecting to be at $100 million annual run rate at the end of 2029. So we're projected to start to make $27 million in EBITDA by 2029. So we have an aggressive growth plan that we're confident that we can hit. And the total market size for residential and light commercial, it's about 25 billion. You know, of that 25 billion, 10 billion is serviceable, immediately serviceable that we can obtain is about 1 billion. And what we are forecasting is 100 million per year. And that's only 10% of the serviceable, obtainable market. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that there's a lot of headroom even after 2029 when we do reach $100 million forecasted. There's a lot of room for growth after that. And no one really does it all until now, and that's us. We really have everything in-house, and our competitors either sell, a part of a component or do one part of it and don't offer a lot. We are one of the fully vertically integrated solar and battery storage kit providers. And that allows us to really capture the largest share of the customer wallet because we're able to provide the kits and the services. We're basically able to capture a larger percentage of customer wallet than a lot of the competitors in the space. And we've been doing this, and we have so many happy customers. We have over 1,300 reviews with our collective brands, and we have great, star ratings, 4.6 and above. And we're just producing happy customers, and they're referring people, and the word of mouth is huge. Our customers really love us. We have a big, big customer base that is very successful with our solutions. And I put together a team of very experienced individuals. Everyone in this space has worked for a previous competitor in the solar industry, and they're just very passionate and industry experts in this field. So we have a team that's been in this space for decades and now are raising money to scale this platform. So we're currently raising 1.2 million to accelerate the product growth and operations of our company. And this 1.2 million, 41% of it will go into product development, 31% will go into working capital and inventory, 20% into sales and marketing, and 8% into R&D. And we are live right now on Start Engine. So you can check us out on Start Engine. And we already have some initial traction with investors. We have people investing. So we are fully operational on Start Engine, and we're going. So we're really excited to bring this opportunity out to the public and get everyone else involved in our mission. So again, that's the mission that we're on. We're on the mission to give power to the people and disconnect them from centralized power. And we're located in Fullerton, and you can contact me anytime. I'm extremely accessible. Here's my contact information, or connect with me on LinkedIn. And now I'm going to open it up for questions. All right. Some questions rolling through here. Okay, first question. Um, what competition is there? And I've heard data centers even have small nuclear reactors on site. So, there's plenty of solar and battery storage providers in the market, but we are one of the few that are in the solar and battery storage kit market, specifically targeting do-it-yourselfers, first-time installers, and home builders. We have a niche business that's about $1 billion niche that is more open and less competitive than the general market. And we don't believe that small nuclear reactors are going to be common at the home level and this at the light commercial space. So, we think most of those people are going to buy solar panels and energy storage. And yeah, these small nuclear reactors, even when they do come to data centers, it's just going to be a long timeline. We're talking decades to get through regulation and, safety and those things. So we don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But we do strongly believe electric rates are going to continue to go up because these data centers are going to continue to use electricity. Um, what impact does your product have on surrounding communities and environments? Well, we're able to save our customers money. So that money, instead of going to the utility by generating their own electricity on their rooftops and storing it in a battery, they're able to put this money back into their pockets and then reinvest that money into their families and their surrounding communities. So we're offering local energy rather than it coming from a large corporation. So we're really bringing that power back to the people and allowing energy freedom. How profitable do you expect to be in 5 years? Well, we project by 2029, our targets are $100 million in revenue and a projected EBITDA of $27 million. What's the minimum investment amounts? It's $500 is the minimum, and you can check us out on Start Engine, and you can basically get started at $500, and we're at $2 a share. Let's see here. There's more questions. How does Gigawatt compete and compare with Tesla? That's a great question. We don't really compete against Tesla. They're in a different niche market. We serve the DIYers, first-time installers, and home builders. And they are buying from us because of our cost efficiency and our product and our service. So Tesla really works with larger solar installers, the traditional solar and storage installers that are more highly priced, and they don't really serve this market. So we're in different niche markets. How does your technology transfer to other countries? Well, solar and battery storage is highly useful in third world countries. We've done projects in the past where we've helped remote electrification in third world countries, and it can really change people's lives. Like I helped a school in the Philippines. It was an elementary school with no electricity, and I was able to provide them this NGO a solar and battery storage kit and designed it for them, found them an installer, and they were able to install it and turn it on, and it basically changed the lives of these kids. So, this technology, along with things like Starlink, is gonna allow and enable people in the third world once it hits scale, um, especially in energy storage, once they can store their own energy for cheap. It can allow the whole unconnected population to get connected to electricity, internet, and even water. So it's got a huge opportunity overseas. How can I both invest and use the technology privately for my own household as well as how does one navigate local regulations to install yourself? So this is exactly the problem we solve. We help people navigate these regulations. So once someone's interested, they schedule a meeting with one of our solar advisors online. We collect your electric bill. We take a look at your energy usage and we consult you on what type of system you would need to meet your goals. And once you're ready to go, the customer would put a down payment down and we would get your plans and approvals started. And once the plans and approvals are complete, the customer pays the balance and we ship the kit. And you have full documentation, videos, ex-installers who can basically help you overcome any issue. And we can help you navigate any problems along the way and make sure you're turned on and flipped on. So we've done this for thousands of customers over the 19 years that we've been in business. What's the timeline? We are on Start Engine now, so you can check us out on Start Engine today. And we'll be sending the link out after this webinar. Where can you do due diligence? You can go on to Start Engine's site and you can read our Form C. That's on EDGAR at the Securities and Exchange Commission. We have the full disclosure, the Form C in there, and you can read it. Do you have to be an angel investor? No, you don't need to be an angel investor. And that's the beautiful thing about Regulation CF, which is regulation crowdfunding. Anyone can invest. The minimum is $500 and we're at $2 a share. So basically anyone can invest, the crowd. So that's the beautiful part about Regulation CF, that you can invest. Next question is, will cheap EVs flood the US market and push grid modernization? Yeah, cheap EVs, if they do come to the US, they're going to be very price competitive and that will drive more people to purchase EVs. And if people buy more EVs, their electric bills are going to go up. So that would be a bullish sign for us, because when people's electric bills go up, they basically buy solar and storage. So it's actually, we're already seeing a large correlation of customers that once they buy an EV, they end up buying solar and storage. What's the estimated expectation for IPO? We want to focus on our next 5 years in scaling this company to $100 million. And then after that, 5-year period, we believe we can have multiple ways for liquidity. We're just not sure yet what those are. But we're really focusing on scaling this to $100 million in the next 5 years. So that's our first milestone. Is the product going to be available internationally? Currently, we're focusing on the US market for the next 5 years. While we've done a little business internationally, it's just been one-off projects, not really part of our core business. We believe that there is an international opportunity, but we don't want to distract ourselves currently at least for the next 5 years. We believe we can get to $100 million in annual revenue per year just in the US market. So we want to be intentionally focused on what market we serve. Best way to set up a business with available financing direct to customer DIY and energy storage solutions. So currently, we're partnered with a few HELOC providers for our customers, including Figure. What we do is if a customer needs financing, we send them over to our partner, Figure, and Figure will help them obtain financing for their solar and battery storage kit. And the excellent part about this is it's much more cost efficient because there's no dealer fees involved in this, which could be, 20 to 30% in some cases. When you're going through traditional solar loans, they're extremely expensive. So that can add, anywhere 10 to 15 grand on a solar system just in bank fees. So if you just take some time and get a HELOC, you are able to lower your cost of capital to purchase a DIY solar and battery storage kit. So right now we're doing that with a third party, which is a partner of ours. Although in the future we may potentially raise more money to become an in-house financing company, and that will help us offer direct lending to our customers and allow us to solve their financing problems and increase our sales. So that's something we're potentially going to be doing in the future. So we're going to continue to build towards that vision of having a full finance company in-house. Can I add batteries to a solar system that I already have? Yes, we do a lot of add-ons currently where we can add a battery system to a grid-tied system with no batteries. So we are already doing that, and we believe that market segment is just going to grow more and more as utilities continue to change their policies and more customers want energy independence and they want to be able to store their own power. So energy storage is the future, and we are already helping customers do this. Are you going to make available direct plug-in solar panels to bring prices down on all solar products? Yes, there's legislation going on right now in California and a UL standard for plug-in solar that makes it not only legal to plug in a few solar panels into an outlet, but also has a UL standard that makes sure that this is going to be safe. So that's actually happening right now. A law got passed in Utah, and now there's one being introduced in California and other places in the United States. We're monitoring it very closely, and we're testing plug-in solar devices and just doing some R&D here. And once the legislation and the UL certificates are figured out, which I believe is going to happen in the next year or two, we'll have a solution that we can bring into the market. So we definitely want to position ourselves in the future once the regulatory environment is figured out and finalized on how we can offer plug-in solar to our customers. And it's really going to help the renters and people that don't own their own homes, apartment dwellers, all sorts of other people that just want to plug in, a couple solar panels into their outlet and start saving money. Solar kits and pricing. What's your solar kits and pricing? So, we have a wide range of kits, but it really starts with looking at your electric bill and what you think you're going to do in the future to give you a proper kit recommendation and pricing. But that's what our solar advisors are doing every day is they're talking to people, looking at their electric bills, asking them questions like, are you gonna get an electric car in the future? Are you gonna have a baby? Is someone gonna move in or out? And really try to figure out, is their energy needs gonna change in the next few years? And then we can properly size a system for our clients and recommend something that is going to work for their goals. So yeah, we can do an analysis and present a proposal to help our customers reach their energy goals. I'm looking for local solar distributors. Well, you can visit our website. One of our brands is called unboundsolar.com, and you can visit our website and check us out on there. So please feel free to check out Unbound Solar. It's a Gigawatt brand and it does solar distribution. Cost versus benefit. So the cost, it just really depends on your energy usage, today and what you think is going to be in the future. I don't really believe our systems are actually a cost. I believe they're an investment, because they do have a return on investment. You're going to be paying for energy whether you buy our product or not. That electric bill is going to continue to come till the eternity of your life, basically. You cannot avoid the electric bill. So there's a huge benefit in generating your own solar on your rooftop, saving that energy, and then being able to use it when you want. There's a huge benefit. So that's why we've done, 64 million plus in revenues just since 2019, because there's a huge benefit people are seeing. Our customers are seeing that tangible benefit when they turn these systems on, they produce their own power and store it and use it. It's a massive benefit that they're seeing. All right. Those are the questions that rolled in. And thank you everyone for spending some time with me today. It's been a great talk with everyone. And again, we're on Start Engine. You can check us out. If you ever want to contact me, look me up on LinkedIn, Deep Patel, and we'll be sending all this information out afterwards. Thanks a lot and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.